UFC Houston. Me and Mr. Carter here to break down the whole entire card. I am the Wager Zone. We are here to break down the UFC Fight Night. This is Mr. Carter. Say what's up to the people, Mr. Carter, right before we get started.
Boom! What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Carter here. Let's go.
And guys, right before we get into this breakdown, make sure you guys click that thumbs up, like this video, subscribe, do not miss out on any of the content we have coming out for you guys. We do all different types of sports, from soccer to MMA to we make Zuffa boxing videos now, guys. We're covering Zuffa boxing. We also do NBA. We do the NFL. Baseball season's coming up, guys. If you guys want access for all different types of sports, make sure you guys click that thumbs up and subscribe. Do not miss out on any of this. So yeah. Guys, UFC Houston, we're going to be getting into the first fight of the night. First fight of the night is going to be Carly Judy's taking on Juliana Miller. Let's go through the odds real quick. Carly Judy's the biggest favorite of the whole entire night. She's a minus 950 favorite to win this fight. Juliana Miller can get her price at a plus 600. The over one, and the line is actually set at over under 1.5. Over 1.5 is a minus 155. Under 1.5 is set at a plus 120. So I don't really have much to say on this fight, guys. I honestly believe this is going to be a really, really easy fight for Carly Judy's. I think Juliana Miller, she's not going to be able to get the takedown against Carly Judy's. And if she doesn't get the takedown, she's going to get outboxed like really, really bad. Juliana Miller has a 4-3 record. After she loses to Carly Judy, she'll be 4-4, and she'll probably be getting dropped from the UFC. Honestly, I think the Ultimate Fighter season that she was on is probably one of the worst Ultimate Fighter seasons that we've had in a long time, when she took on Brogan Walker. But yeah, I just don't think Juliana Miller is going to have anything for Carly Judy's. I can actually see Carly Judy's getting a knockout, and that's actually what I'm going to go with. I think Carly Judy's, if this stays on her feet, I think Carly Judy's is going to outbox her, box her up, piece her up. And Juliana Miller, one thing about her, she's durable. I think she'll be able to take it for the first round. But then once that second round starts, I think the pressure and the boxing is going to be way too much, and she's going to end up getting beat up and put away probably in that second round. I wouldn't take the over 1.5 because that's minus 155. Carly Judy's is possible to get a first round knockout, or if Juliana Miller wins, one way she can win is a first round submission. You never know. Takes her back submission in the first round. You never know. So I don't want to take the over 1.5. I don't want to take the under 1.5. The bet I'm actually looking at for this fight, honestly, I would just say Carly Judy's is a parlay piece. I'm very confident in her. I think she wins this fight as a parlay piece, but she's a minus 950, so it's going to have to add it to like a parlay. Probably put some other legs too because it's such a big favorite. But just a bet for this fight alone, I don't see a whole bunch of props. They don't have all the props out for this one. But if I had to pick, I would say Carly Judy's by knockout. They don't have the knockout odds out right now for this fight, so I do not know where it's priced at. If I had to guess, it'll probably be priced at like a plus 150, plus 130. But yeah, that's probably the best bet I take for this one. Either you take Carly Judy's in a parlay, or you take her on the knockout prop.
Hey, we were just saying, man, this one is one of the ones that I'm gonna be the opposite. First fight of the night. I mean, let's go with the more tactical approach and to start off, other than just like, oh, she's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
But first fight of the night, women's MMA. Those are the ones that usually will bust your balls. Those are the ones that'll parlay busters, crucial, and
Mm-hmm.
if there's anybody that I'm gonna bet at that price tag and bet as a dog, especially in the female division and something like this type of fight, would be Juliana Miller. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only, I don't like, to be honest. You're probably we had a lot of these that last fight card where it's like your pick is probably the smarter betting way to bet on it. Like the
Mm-hmm.
smarter tactical bet way on it. But to me, I told you, like, I think she's a dog. I think she's probably one of the hardest, like, she's just weird. Like, she's not somebody you can really train very much for, because she more of just like fights like in the backyard type of fights. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's how and like you said, she does have some skill. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's probably gonna get her ass whooped because the other girl is really good. But for a women's MMA match that's like that, I don't think I would. I mean, we've said this a billion times. Like, I would never bet any female over minus 300 that's not named Amanda Nunes or
Mm-hmm.
Valentina. Like I over minus 300. I don't care who it is. And it's like this is a very low level fight, and for it to be a low level fight, Juliana Miller has a chance. Like I don't think she's for sure in, or like, oh,
Mhm.
but a good dog. I mean, to me, I would take her as the dog and just sprinkle a little. Like I said, if you like Juliana Miller, sprinkle a little something on her as a dog. But like if he said, if you're on the other side, take the other girl and parlay her. I mean, I
Mhm.
wouldn't put too much into this fight in the first fight of the night. Other than like you said, if you want to parlay it, but I mean, even at that minus 900, would you really want to add it to your parlay? And then Juliana Miller does
Losing the
come out
first
there.
fight of the night.
Yeah, it's always the first fight of the night that fucks your shit. So
Mhm. Yeah, so like honestly, like I wouldn't add this into maybe a too confident parlay. Maybe I'll look at this one, but it's not gonna add too much to your parlay at a minus 950 anyway. And I think just the best way to attack this one is like either you put something small in the Carly Judas knockout prop, or just pass on it in general. Like there's no
yeah.
reason to go off make this one a too crazy of a bet.
I'm a
So
degenerate, and I'll probably put a good little 25 hots on Juliana Miller just to lose my money to start the night.
I think the only way that she wins is probably by a sub, but we have to see exactly what the sub prop is actually at. Like I said, none of the props are out right now. Oh damn! Excuse me, guys. I am watching the Gable Stevenson fight. If you guys do not know Gable Stevenson, this man's the future of the heavyweight division. I'm doing this breakdown. Fight just started, and I'm watching Gable Stevenson beating this dude up already in the first round. But let's get right to this next fight. Next fight is going to be Yadier Devale taking on Jordan Levitt. Jordan twerks a lot. Levitt, that's what I call him because this man twerks after every victory and hits the split. This one, guys, I'm going to be going with. Oh, let me see the props real quick. Let me see the odds before I go. The odds are going to be minus 430 for Yadier Devale, plus 320 for Jordan Levitt. Over 1.5 is going to be minus 150. Under 1.5 is going to be plus 115. So you can get a high price tag on Jordan Levitt. When I first saw this fight, I was a little intrigued by the number. I was like, oh damn! I was like, Jordan Levitt might actually have a good chance to win this fight. And then after a little bit more tape study and actually like seeing how good Devali actually really is, and seeing how Jordan Levitt's more of a first round finisher, and if he doesn't get the finish, if you go and look at all of Jordan Levitt's fights, if he doesn't get the finish in the first round, he tends to lose it. And the one thing about Yadier Devale is he explodes in the first round, and I can see this fight being competitive for like couple minutes, and after that, I think Duvall will eventually take him down. And they're both great grapplers. Everybody knows Jordan Levitt can grapple. Jordan Levitt cannot strike, and the one reason Jordan Levitt struggles with is strong grapplers. He's a good grappler, but if you're stronger and bigger than him, look at what Patty Pimblett did to him. And Patty, I know Patty's probably a lot better than Devale, but if you just look at it to the point of how big Patty is compared to Jordan Levitt, he's almost the same exact size as Devale. I think Devale is just going to overpower him. He'll end up on top, and one thing about Jordan Levitt, he's a great offensive grappler, but his defensive grappling is not really there. He tends to give up his back a lot, and I think that's exactly how it's going to be. I'm going to take Yadier Devale. I think he gets a first round sub, maybe a second round sub on Jordan Levitt. I think Jordan Levitt's gonna give up his back. And if your bookie gives, my bookie does not give these, but I know some bookies do that. Oh, first round, guys, first round finish again for Gable Stevenson. Easy money for Gable Stevenson. But yeah, what's it called? If your bookie gives you a actual submission type bet, because some bookies do that, a rare naked choke is probably the best outcome for that one, because Jordan Levitt does give up his back, and you just seen that Diwali just submitted Isaac Dalgarian with the rare naked choke. I realized people were saying, "Oh, that fight was rigged." Guys, let me real quick before I say the rest. I don't think these fights are rigged. I don't think they're like, "Oh, we're pulling it because there's a lot of money coming in." They're or pulling the fight, or they're same with Isaac Bulgarian. Oh, he threw the fight. I don't think they throw the fight. I don't think the fights are rigged. I don't think Dana White stopped the last Alex Hernandez and Michael Johnson fight because the fight was rigged. I think what happens is a injury gets disclosed and it gets leaked out from the training camp, and someone leaks it, and then a whole bunch of money goes in on the opposite side. Because if you go watch the Isaac Bulgarian fight, he was leaning so much on his right shoulder, and he couldn't really move. That's the reason why he was a fight in the hands. Same
no,
thing
and
with
at
Alex.
that point, it's kind of like the betting is rigged, if
Yeah,
that
it's the
makes
same
sense.
exactly with
Like
Alex Hernandez against Michael
it's not
Johnson. Those are
the fight's not rigged. It's just
yeah.
that the betting is now because you have inside information. You get what I
Hmm.
mean? and then
It's like
he
with Alex Hernandez and Michael Johnson. The fight was pulled a couple weeks ago. You're telling those two are 13-fight UFC veterans. They're not going to go and rig a fight. What happened is that Alex Hernandez had an injury disclosed. A whole bunch of money came in on
was
Michael
somebody that
Johnson.
was like in his camp or
Yeah,
somebody
someone
leaked
leaked
that
it,
shit.
and then they
Yeah.
just pulled the fight. So, like, I think Diwale is really good. I think he went out there and submitted a Bulgarian with the rear naked choke. I think he's going to do the exact same thing to Jordan Levitt. So, give me Yardia Diwale. My best bet for this one is probably going to be Yardia Diwale as a parlay piece. I don't want to chase. If you want to chase prop, you're a prop chaser. You have to have a prop on this fight. It'll be Yardia Diwale by submission, or maybe I know one of our followers, his name is KM. He always joins our lives. He always takes like a sub or a decision. He always does like a sub or a decision or a
A
knockout
double
or
chance.
decision, a double chance. So if you guys want to double chance it where it's like submission or a decision, that's a good one as well. But yeah, I'm rocking with Yardia Diwale. I think he gets his fight done rear naked choke. I want to say first round.
I'm not gonna have too much to add on this one because I don't know the Diwale dude too much like that. And Jordan Levitt's a good fighter, but like he's just shown at times that like he can be overwhelmed and like he doesn't do the best at certain times, especially against like he's good at being what's that expression? The hammer, not the nail. Like
Hmm.
or like well, you know what I mean? Like he's not good at like being like taking it, you know? He can give it real good. Like he's good at fighting people and stuff that are lower level than him, but when he fights somebody that's usually like super high ranked or like somebody that's like high favorited on him, he
Hmm.
usually does pretty bad, you know? So
Yeah.
that's why I would think like with what you said, if you've done enough tape study and you feel like that dude's good, he's probably gonna beat Levitt, you know? And
Hmm.
so it's like at that or if I would honestly just stay away from it or just like you said, just take the parlay piece like you said, so that'll be it
Yeah, it's
on my
probably the
end.
best way to attack it. Like I like Jordan Levitt. I'm not a guy like some people hate him. Like why is he twerking in the ring? Why
I
is he
like the
spitting?
Jordan
I
Levitt,
like
you
Jordan
know?
Levitt. I think the guy is a really good fighter. I just like I said, I just
But
think
if
he
I'm gonna be a
struggles
degenerate, Imma bet Juliana Miller over Jordan
over
Levitt.
Jordan Levitt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're for dog purposes, like if to just like shot in the park, like oh make a whole bunch of money off a little bit of money type thing, I'm not taking Jordan Levitt. I'd take
yeah,
Juliana Miller. You know,
yeah.
like
So I feel it. Did you have an official pick for this fight, or you're just gonna just say pass on it?
I'll just go with you, the Del Valle. Yeah, I think I'll pick him because if I was to actually, I'll probably end up parlaying him in my big one. So
Yeah, I think Duvall is gonna win. I think he dominates that fight, to be honest. But now going to the third fight of the night, JPL John Paul Labosniani taking on Philip Rowe. Guys, I see a lot of people on Philip Rowe, and I think it's a really good reason. And I like Labosniani too. Guy's a jiu-jitsu prodigy that actually can strike too. If we get into these odds, Labosniani is a minus 200 favorite. Phil Rowe, you're gonna get him at a plus 170. The over 2.5 is set at a plus 115. The under 2.5 is set at a minus 150. Guys, this one I'm actually going to be rocking with JPL. I like this guy a lot. I've watched him for so many years before he got into the UFC and LFA. I watched him fight for a while. And one thing about people are saying is that, oh, Phil Rowe's size and his overall striking is going to be too much for Labosiani because Phil Rowe does have a 4-inch height advantage. He has a 6-inch reach advantage. So everyone's going to say, oh, the striking is going to be too much. But I don't think Labosiani is going to go in there. I think he's going to kick that leg. He's going to end up taking Phil Rowe down. We know Phil Rowe doesn't have the best takedown defense. We know Phil Rowe doesn't have the best. He's never been submitted in UFC, but he's never really fought a legit jiu-jitsu a guy that's going to come out there and have great jiu-jitsu. Labosniani, this guy was competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments all the way growing up. This guy's a Helio Gracie prodigy. They were talking about this guy growing all the way up until he got to fighting recently. He just got into the Dana White's Contender Series. I said he was going to win by submission. He went out there and landed a nasty head kick and put away a guy that's actually really good. A lot of guys were actually picking against Labosniani in the Contender Series. I picked Labosniani. I like this guy a lot. So I can just clearly say if Labosniani doesn't get this fight to the floor, it's going to be very competitive. And Phil Rowe, one thing about Phil Rowe, he can put it on you in that third round. Like if Labosniani gets tired, just like at the Andre Lusa fight, where Andre Lusa took down Furo like three rounds over and over again, and then that third round came up, and he ended up just getting tired and gassing out and getting knocked out after being up 2-0 in dominant rounds. I just believe that Labosniani has a better gas tank than Andre Lusa. Angelusa might be a slightly better wrestler, but the wrestling's almost the same as well. But if you come talk about grappling, all jiu-jitsu, Lubosniani is a legit Helio Gracie prodigy, a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He is really good. So I do expect Lubosniani to get this fight to the floor. And I'm going to say Lubosniani wins a submission victory. I think Phil Rose is going to be submitted for the first time in his career. And I just believe even if he doesn't, I think by the time that third round comes around, I think Lubosniani is going to be up 2-0 just from the takedowns and the grappling. In that third round, yeah, Phil Rowe might start coming on in the third round like he normally does, but I don't think Lubosniani's gas tank's that bad like an Andre Lusa is going to gas out. So give me Lubosniani. I think he wins this fight. I'm going to say by submission. Best way to attack this fight is probably that submission prop by Lubosniani or probably the minus 200. You could take that as well, or honestly you could take the under 2.5 in this fight. That's a minus 150 because I think Lubosniani gets a second round submission, but if he doesn't get that sub and for some reason he's forced to get stood up with Phil Rowe might put it on him to end up knocking him out. So there's a 3-way pass. Me personally, I would just take Lubosniani on the money line, parlay him with somebody, but the under 2.5 looks really good as well.
I like to ask you some questions sometimes. What's his name? What's the dude's name you said you think is gonna win?
John Paul
Yeah, JPL.
Lubosniani,
Yeah, that guy.
JPL.
JPL. I'm gonna say JPL.
Yeah.
JPL. You think he's a good enough grappler? You like his stuff?
I think he's the best grappler that Phil Rose ever fought.
Okay, because I mean, just this right here, right? Phil Rowe has been in multiple grappling matches, right? And it's like he's grappled like 10 times in the last 3 years. From 2021, lost a grappling match by sub, lost a decision in a grappling match, lost another grappling match, lost another grappling match, lost another grappling match, and then he finally won a grappling match by rear naked choke to Lucas LaRue or whatever
Mm-hmm.
in 2024, and that's the first time he's won one. It's like, bro, if you're getting beat that bad, like in grappling matches, if becomes a grappling match, don't you think he's gonna lose?
We could say two of those, or kind of we could throw two of those away because one was Craig Jones and one was Gordon Ryan, so we could take two of those off. But I get you. If
I
someone,
didn't count the Gordon Ryan one. I didn't count the Gordon Ryan one.
and then you got Craig, and then you got Craig
No, but no,
Jones.
I get you. I
But if
get you.
you, but I'll put it this
I mean,
way:
Phil Rowe,
Cody
he's like he
Steele.
said, he's cheeks, bro. He really is. I mean, he does have some good stand up and some good boxing, but like, I don't get why you would be real high. I mean, I would never put my money on Phil Rowe, even if he's against a low level person. I wouldn't, like.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think the dude's a good enough grappler, I mean, he's shown that he can get grappled. Like, I mean, it kind of seems like the way to beat him.
Yeah. Like if we just go also like go to Phil Rowe's last fights. If you go like look Andre Lusa, Neil Magny. There's one guy, Jake Matthews, Orion Kosi, Gabe Green. None of those guys are legit submission threats. The only one that might be a submission threat is Jake Matthews, but Jake Matthews is not a level of jiu-jitsu guy that Lubosniani is. Like I said, he's a Helio Gracie black belt. He's a prodigy coming up. So I feel like the only reason why people are taking Phil Rowe is because they saw what Phil Rowe did to Andre Lusa last time. Andre Lusa gassed out, and now no one knows who Lubosniani is. Nobody knows who he is. So I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, we're gonna take Phil Rowe because he's taller, he has a reach, he beats people up that gas out. So I just don't believe it's gonna happen. I think Phil Rowe gets beat up. I think I just think it's gonna be
Yeah,
over
I'm
for
gonna
Phil
be on the
Rowe.
same side as you with JPL, especially him being like almost 10 years younger too. Like
Hmm.
it's just I mean, I know the reach and everything, the height might be a little bit much, but and like you said, standing on the feet, it might be a little difficult for him, but I mean, I feel like he's gonna get on the inside, probably pressure, throw some hard punches and try to get him to the floor. So
And also, I forgot to say this. This is short notice for Phil Rowe because Lubosniani was originally supposed to fight Austin Vanderford. And the Austin Vanderford fight, okay, I feel like that could have been a harder fight. You know why? Because Austin Vanderford, I can say that Phil Rowe's a better striker than Austin Vanderford, but Austin Vanderford can actually wrestle. Very good wrestler and all MMA. He very good wrestler. So it would have been hard for Lobosniani to take him down. This one is easier. I think this is gonna be easier takedown for
Phil
him.
Rowe
So
will accept positions too. You've
yeah,
seen
he
it
will.
before. He will, bro. Like, I mean, if not, like if you know me, I usually like the longer dude when they're fighting the wrestler because I feel like the longer dude has a better chance of stopping him, you know. But not if you're gonna not use your length, you know. And Phil
Hmm.
Rowe doesn't use it very well.
Yeah, so we're both on Labosaniani. I think he honestly beats Phil Rowe pretty easily. Now let's get into that next fight. Ramiz Brahimaj taking on I think it's Pauline Soriano. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Paulie
Puna,
Soriano.
Puna,
But
Puna
guys,
Soriano.
yeah, this one, guys. I'm taking Soriano. The one thing guys know about me is that I fade Brahimaj a lot. Like I know, let me see how many fights he's won in a row. He beat Mickey. Okay, never mind. I took him over Mickey Gall. There was no way I was taking him over Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall. So I took Themba Garimbo over him. That one won. Then I bet on him against Mickey Gall. 'Cause Mickey Gall is just not good. I took Billy Ray Golf against him. Billy Ray Golf was actually doing well. Then he shot himself into a fucking guillotine like an idiot. Then the next one, I took Austin Vanderford, and Austin Vanderford ended up losing to him. That one actually really did surprise me. I might just get egg on my face for this, but I've been saying this for a long time. I don't think that I really do not think Ramiz Brahimaj is UFC level. I really do not believe it. Like he beat Austin Vanderford. Austin Vanderford is a very good wrestler, but we've seen Austin Vanderford. He's more of a LFA guy that's brand new. Like everybody, no one knows Austin Vanderford. They just know Paige Van Zant's husband. It's all they know him as. So I don't. I think this is a big step up in competition. Maybe he goes out here and wins, and I'm gonna look stupid for this fight. But I really do not believe Brahimaj is UFC level. I think Paulie Soriano has really good wrestling, and I think he's gonna be able to counteract Brahimaj. And if you talk about on the feet, Brahimaj, one thing he does is he throws heavy strikes. I think Paulie Soriano, he's those heavy strikes as well. And if it's on the feet, they're gonna be throwing heavy shots. And if I'm gonna say who he's gonna land, who is gonna be had the more power shots and gonna land, it's gonna be Soriano. So I'm gonna be rocking with Soriano. I just believe this fight's gonna be a stand-up fight the most time. I think the counteract, I think Brahimaj is not gonna be able to take down Soriano, and I don't think Soriano's gonna be able to take down Brahimaj. So I think it's gonna be on the feet. And if I had to pick who's gonna win on the feet, give me the underdog in such a close fight. Plays a plus 105. So I do like that as well. Let me tell you the odds real quick. I don't think I went over the odds. The odds were Rami Brahimaj is a minus 125 favorite. Paulie Soriano is a plus 105. The over 1.5 is a minus 145. The under 1.5 is a minus one, a plus 110. So I do believe Brahimaj ends up getting knocked out this fight. I picked Soriano to knock him out. I'm gonna say Soriano knocks him out. I'm gonna say in that second or third round. I think it's gonna be a close fight, but yeah, give me the underdog, Soriano. I'm gonna say best bets the money line, just or to take plus money on him.
I'm agree with you on this one. And maybe again just more of a heart pick, but to me, I kind of think of it like the way you kind of use the layup thing, where it's like the UFC likes the ties and a tie to Avasa and the what's the other two brothers?
The Tafa brothers.
Yeah, the Toffa brothers, thank you. Like, they like those fighters, and that's who Soriano is, bro. Like, he's not that good. Like, he can bang, bro. Like, that's him. He's a bit
Hmm.
he's one of those dudes that can bang, bro, and that's about it. Like, he's not like he gets tired. He's not super technical. He's not super good, but like they want him in the UFC because like those other dudes are starting to get older. He's the
Hmm.
new age them. You know what I mean? You always so to me I feel like this is a layup. Like you say at times where like what does the UFC do when they want to get a dude back on track that they want still? They're going to give you an easier fight. The matchmakers are going to give you a fight that favors you. And any dude that's been beat by Court McGee, any dude that's been beat by Court McGee, bro, I'm sorry. You're getting. I'm not. I can never bet for you as a favorite ever. I don't care how, when, where. You lost to Court McGee.
He
Soriano should
lost the.
knock. Soriano should knock his block. If he doesn't, he's gonna try. I'll tell you that. If you bet the other dude, you're gonna hate your life for betting that other dude because Soriano's gonna come out throwing bombs at him the whole fight. And I mean, maybe he doesn't get knocked out. Maybe he doesn't finish it. But I mean, right now, the thing I like about the UFC is they're basing it off of damage more, bro. They've been
Yeah.
like the judging has been really good. And to me, I feel like Soriano should be able to put on more damage than the other dude, no matter what this fight happens. Even if it goes into scramble mode, like he's saying, because he's not the best. He is reckless when he shoots. He's reckless when he does almost anything. To be honest, you know. So I mean, he could get beat. I mean, I wouldn't say like, oh, he's like the best pick of the night, but I
No.
mean, at a dog money, like, nah, bro, yeah, for sure, take him all day long. I mean, I would definitely have him as a straight pick, like $50, $100, 1 unit bet on him, straight,
Hmm.
beautiful.
Yeah, like not too confident of a pick. Like I'm not gonna say Soriano is the most confident pick of the night, but I do believe he wins this fight. I just like
Me too.
we'll see. We'll see if Ramirez can finally win me over. I just don't think he's UFC level. We'll see against when he fights. Oh yeah, his name is Puna Heli. That's his name. Puna. I'm just gonna call him Puna. Puna Soriano. I'm taking him. Give me him on the money line. I do believe he wins the fight. So best bet for that fight, money line. Not too confident. Nothing too big on it. Just give me him as an underdog. Now let's get into a fight where I'm actually really confident in this person in the
Ooh.
next fight. You got Nora Cornoli or Conole taking on Jocelyn Edwards. Guys, you guys know anything about me? I'm a big Jocelyn Edwards fan. I've always picked this girl a lot. I think I faded her one time, and I was actually right. I get a lot of these fights right for Jocelyn Edwards. Besides the last fight I actually got wrong from her is I took her over Eileen Perez, and Perez ended up just taking her down, and that's kind of what happened that one. But I just believe she's gonna put it on Nora Canola. I think she's gonna end up taking her down. I think her striking has gotten a lot better since the first. This is a rematch between both of them. Go watch that fight. The first fight between Nora Canola and Jocelyn Edwards. Jocelyn Edwards won that fight. Everybody I've ever talked to that watched that fight says it was a robbery because it was in France and they had French judges that were just like, "We're picking our French girl," but that was back in 2023. Since that fight, in the last three training camps she's had against Priscilla Cachoeira, Chelsea Chandler, and I think it was Tamiris. I can't remember her other name. She changed her. She changed her training camp. She changed with Valentina Shevchenko now. She's been training with Valentina Shevchenko for the last three fights, so she's gotten a lot better. And the one thing I think about this fight, I thought she won the first fight. The only reason why she didn't is because they were in France and they gave it to the French girl. But this one, she's gotten better since that fight, a lot better. And Nora Canole is probably worse or just the same exact person. No improvement, same exact person. I do believe Jocelyn Edwards is going to outstrike her. I think she's going to take her down. And one thing about Jocelyn Edwards, the reason why you can say that she lost the first fight, the only argument you can say the reason why she lost the first fight is because she wasn't aggressive enough. She was trying to just hold position and she'll land a couple strikes and just hold position. And then Nora Canole got up at the end of the round with like 15 seconds left and landed like three hard shots. And it was like, oh, she won the round. I don't understand the judges, but either way, that's the only argument you can say. Since she's been training with Valentina Shevchenko, her aggressiveness has gotten a lot better. She's finishing these girls now. Like in her last three fights, rear naked choke, right hook, she knocked out Chelsea Chandler, and then she knocked out Priscilla Cachoeira. She's getting a lot more aggressive. I do believe she's going to get those takedowns, and this time, she's not going to just sit on top and try to control you. She's going to start dropping some ground and pound, and I do believe she can actually submit Nora Cano. I'm honestly, my official pick's going to be her to win by a decision, but the submission prop is on the board. I'm going to tell you that right now. So one of my confident picks of the night is Jocelyn Edwards. She's a minus 320 favorite. Nora Canola plus 260. Over 2.5 is a minus 300. Under 2.5 plus 220. I'm very confident in Jocelyn Edwards. If you guys want to take Jocelyn Edwards by decision or sub as a double chance, that's possible as well. But yeah, give me Jocelyn Edwards. Very confident in her this weekend.
You know me, I've been on her since she first came in. Like I can't remember which one of us told that or told who about her, but I know like we both started watching her in the very beginning. You know, like
Hmm.
one of us had mentioned it to the other. You know, like hey, check this girl out. But you know who I compare her to is Sean Woodson. I always feel like remember in the very beginning, Sean Woodson was like super skinny legs and
Hmm.
like, but had like super crisp boxing. And we were
Hmm.
like, damn, Sean Woodson could be really good. We said the same thing with about Jocelyn Edwards. It's just she wasn't like the girl she was facing at the time looked so much physically like better than like bigger than her. and
Hmm.
she just was piecing him up, but, like, she kept getting overwhelmed because, like, her body frame wasn't there, and then all of a sudden, her body came along, just like Sean Woodson. If you see Sean Woodson, he still has some skinny ass legs, so does Jocelyn Edward, but they're a little bit stronger now. Them skinny tree trunks is a little bit thicker.
Jocelyn Edwards got some big ass thighs now. She's been working on it,
That
working out a
she
lot.
does, that's why I said she's been working on it, um,
Oh,
um, so at the end of the day, right? It's I feel like she should be able to piece this girl up. Like, I mean, it's just like you said, like she's like almost 10 times better. And I bet her against that girl that night, Like, and that girl did not win that fight. It's
she did
just
not.
but it's just the thing was is it's just like I said, she just that other girl, she was too like hesitant,
Hmm.
That was the only thing about her that would been the knock about it, where it's like you were better than this girl, and at certain points of the fight, you showed you were better than her. And I feel like she's confident enough now. I feel like she's gotten into her skin and her fighting style, So I feel like yeah, she should be able to low key. I mean, she'd probably be one of my more confident picks. What's the odds on this one?
She's a minus 320 favorite. I'd add her to a parlay. I like her a lot this weekend. I really do. I think Jocelyn Edwards is going to be
Decision
dominant this
sounds
fight.
good though too.
Decision does sound good. Like you said, how I said you said her confidence level's a lot more. I believe it is too. Ever since she's started training with Valentina, her confidence level has shot up. I think Valentina's actually got the real Jocelyn Edwards out of her. She's been helping. She's been training with Valentina for like 3 camps now. She helps Valentina get ready for her fight. So I do expect Jocelyn Edwards to win this fight, and yeah, we're both pretty confident in her. So yeah, one of my confident plays this weekend is going to be Jocelyn Edwards. Now let's get to the next fight. Another fight where I believe I'm very confident in this one as well. Mr. Carter hit a plus 800 or plus 850 knockout prop in this guy because I came on here and told you guys he's going to knock the dude out. And he trains with the guy I like a lot, one of my UFC fighters I talk to a lot. We message back and forth, and Michael as well. Aldo Korea is taking on Louis Garuli. Plus 285, you're gonna get on Lucas Garule. Minus 370, you're gonna get on Alden Correa. Over 2.5 to minus 170. Under 2.5 to plus 130. And like I said, Alden Correa is gonna be the pick. Very confident in him in this one. I do believe I think he can knock out Garele. I think Garele is probably one of the worst fighters in this division, if I had to say, at least top 2 worst fighters in this division. He fought a guy in the contender series and Nick Piccanini, where I actually picked Piccanini to win that fight. And then Lucas really ended up winning, and it was a close fight. But then Nick Piccanini just got tired. But the one thing about Aldo Correa, he's a better striker. He has good takedown defense. He has trains with a better camp with Michael Aswell and Joshua Van, and he's going to be ready for this fight. And he's a Texas-born guy. It's going to be fighting in his home state of Texas. He lives right outside of Houston, so I do expect Aldo Correa to come in here, get this knockout, and put away Lucas Guerrilla. Like I said, Lucas Guerrilla, in my opinion, not UFC level. He probably shouldn't have even been on the roster, but I'm taking Alden Correa. I think he does it by knockout.
I'll probably have that same one as you on this one. It's just, I mean, that dude he is good. It's just, I mean, the dude lost to Jesus Aguilar and Ode Osborne for the last 2 fights, which is 2 strikers too, and
I'm
it's
gonna tell
like
you this right now: if Jesus Aguilar can land over 100 strikes on you, Alden Correa is piecing you up.
I mean, and you know how I am. It's just they got to prove it, It's just which I think he will. I think he will actually show up and do really good in this spot. I like that team a lot too. So it's like I don't really got too much on this one. It's just like it kind of seems like the way to beat him is to just outstrike him, and it's like it's happened the last 2 fights, and it's like just don't play his game, and
Hmm.
I think he'll do that. So like I think the Correa dude will actually have a good game plan and fight very good. So he should beat him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nothing crazy on that one.
Yeah, see, like for me, I'm very confident in Korea. I think I'll add him to a parlay as well. Maybe Jocelyn Edwards of Korea, back-to-back fights. You don't have to wait too long for your parlay to cash. I like that one a lot. Like I do like that 2 leg parlay. Jocelyn Edwards, Korea. I'm confident in both of those people. Korea by knockout. Jocelyn Edwards arguably by decision or sub. But yeah,
That's a good parlay right there.
I like both of them a lot. Those are like back-to-back fights. I don't have to take too much time on them because I'm just very confident in them. Now, next fight, guys. Idris Levy taking on Ode Osborne. Libby going to get him at a minus 128. Osborne is a slight underdog at a plus 107. Over 2.5 is a minus 115. Under 2.5 is a minus 115. So this is going to be a very close fight because the one thing about Ode Osborne is going to show up in that first round. He's going to make it a good fight for that first round, but after that first round, that's where Ode Osborne gets tired. Joseph Morales won the Ultimate Fighter against Levy in his last time. I still kick myself in the back of the head for that shit because I told all the way leading up to that fight, I kept telling people Joseph Morales is going to win the Ultimate Fighter. He's going to win the Ultimate Fighter. He's going to win the Ultimate Fighter. Then the fight time came. I picked old Morales in the beginning of the week. I sent in my official picks to UFC Prediction Tracker. Morales by sub. Got convinced by too many damn people, me listening to too many people. Switched my pick to Alibi. Morales ended up winning the Ultimate Fighter as a plus 450 underdog. But guys, one thing you guys know I'm consistent about. I like Ode Osborne. One thing I like Ode a lot. I think I always sit there at my house and when Ode's fighting, I start doing Ode. I was like, I'm a big fan of Ode. Like I'm a big fan of the guy. But I am a big consistent guy when it comes to guys being a minus 600 favorite, and then they go out there and blow it, and then the next fight they come in and you got him at a slight underdog or a very even price. There's a reason why Alibi was a minus 450 against Joseph Morales. He arguably could have been the better fighter, but he had a bad night. Joseph Morales is a veteran in the UFC that got dropped, came back, got dropped, came back. So he was probably a lot more hungry than Alibi. If this fight ends up on the feet, I think Ode's going to do good for that first round, but I think Alibi's going to end up taking him down. And one thing about Ode Osborne, he explodes for that first round, but after that, he tends to get tired and he starts accepting positions on the bottom. And I do believe that's where Alibi's going to be. I think Alibi's going to be on top for most of this fight. I think he's going to be safe. He's not going to try to do anything crazy. I honestly think he can probably finish Ode Osborne in that third round, like a third round finish by knockout, mainly by ground and pound, because Ode would just gas out by then. And one thing is like this fight is so close, and like just watching it is that I can see Ode winning the first round. I can see Alibi winning the second round. And then the third round comes in. It's going to come down to who has a better gas tank and who has more heart. And the one thing we know about Ode Osborne is he does not have a good gas tank and he does not have a good heart. So I just believe he's going to end up folding late. I'm going to take Alibi. I think Alibi could finish him third round, but my official pick's going to be Idris Alibi to win this fight probably by decision. I just think Alibi on the money line is the best bet for this one. I won't touch the over or under 2.5 because Ode could knock him out in the first round. You never know. Alibi could finish Ode Osborne in the second round or third round before the over 2.5 hit. So best bet for that one, just Alibi on the money line.
I got one word for this one. Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Well, out of people got it messed up or something. Like they were thinking it's like anybody with the Nurmagomedov name is like the one to bet on. Like it's like these Russian or like the Dagestanian fighters. Like bet on every dog. No, that is not the way, bro. It's not the way. It's all Kazakhstan fighters.
Their fighters are really good.
That's who you bet on, and they suck at soccer.
He said they suck at soccer.
Suck at soccer. Any world team, like if they're playing any good world team, you always bet against them, bro. I promise you. This is like I'm telling you, it works. It works. It's been unproven, or it's been proven like already. So like, you just got to try it until it doesn't work anymore. You know, all Kazakhstan fighters. I'm telling you, like they. It's been smacking. I'll rock with it. I'm rocking with Alibi. I think he beats him. Just like you said, the same thing. Coming back out of the loss, like O'Day is beatable. Like he usually does bad against technical people. If you get in a brawl with O'Day and like you want to play some like just wild brawl type of thing, like O'Day might beat you. But like you play a smart fight, you're probably going to beat O'Day. And I feel like he should play a smart fight, and he's Kazakhstan. You know, he's born for this.
Yeah, they do. They breed fighters. You got Asu Alamabayev, you got Alibi, you got obviously Shavkat Rakhmonov.
I'm betting all the good ones until they lose. Like Hamza, Shavkat, like all of them. I'm betting all of them till they lose.
And like I said, though, I'm a big believer in. You have one guy, like I said, minus 450, minus 600 favorite. He blows it, and now it's this recency bias. Like, oh, he sucks. He lost as a giant favorite. Oh,
I
he
thought he
sucks
was going to
now.
be a big favorite.
What was that?
I thought Alibi was going to be a big favorite. I'm surprised.
When I saw this fight, I would have lined it like a minus 210, minus two twenty
Yeah,
five.
that's what I
I
thought
would
it
have
was going
lined
to
it
be when
there.
you said that. When you said an underdog, to be honest, like, I mean, he might be a better dog than even, what was
No,
the
no, no.
other one?
He's a favorite. He's a minus 128. O'Day is a
Okay.
slight underdog.
Okay. Still,
So
that's still not bad at all.
yeah, so I do believe he's gonna win this fight. I think a lot of people are thinking about it like, oh, O'Day Osborne had a very good first round with Steve Ursay. He had a good fight against Steve Ursay, but that was Steve Ursay coming off of losses and kind of like talking about he had some confidence issues and everything. And Steve Ursay still went out there and beat him up because O'Day Osborne got gassed out like he always does. So give me Alibi. I say Alibi wins, like I said, third round finish or a decision.
That's going to
Props.
be my official pick as well on that one.
Alibi. Now the next fight, guys. Next fight is going to be Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Nukwani taking on Carlos Leal. Guys, I am going to be this one. Well, let me say the odds real quick for you guys. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a plus 107. Carlos Leal, you're going to get him at a minus 128. Over 1.5 is at plus 120. Under 1.5 is a minus 155. So, the guys, the bookies are telling you there will be blood. There will be violence. Someone's gonna get knocked out. It's gonna be a stand-up fight. Ain't nobody shooting a takedown. Someone's gonna get knocked out this fight. And guys, it's gonna be Carlos Leal. He's gonna be the one that's gonna get knocked out. I'm taking the underdog in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I think he's a better overall striker. I think he hits very hard. Muslim Salikov. I know Carlos Leal was winning the fight, and then just got caught with a crazy right hand that just like hurt around the whole entire building and knocked out Carlos Leal. If that punch did not land, Carlos Leal probably pieces him up and wins that fight. But still, if a 41, 42-year-old Muslim Salikov can land a hard shot on you and put you away because your defense is not that good, then a Chitty Nuchuwani that's going to stand right in front of you and is always down the bang with you will put you away as well. I just think the best bet already on this one is probably you take that knockout prop by Nuchuwani, or you take him on the money line. Money line's already plus money, a plus 107. I think Chitty puts him away. I'm going to say first round knockout by Chitty. This will be a banger. They're gonna walk right into the middle of the ring, and they're gonna start swinging. That's what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna land, and that's what's gonna happen. Chitty Nukwani is gonna land first. One thing I want to say about this fight, I thought this fight might get pulled because recently we haven't seen fights get pulled because of this. Chitty was a plus 170 underdog in 4 days ago. Since then, he's all the way down to a plus 107 and people are putting money on him. And by fight time, guys, we might see Chitty by like a pick 'em a price right now. Like I'm telling you right now, so much money's coming on Chitty. I don't know, like I said, disclosed injury for Carlos Leal, maybe something leaked, or maybe people just think just like me that Carlos Leal's gonna get knocked out. And Chitty's a better overall striker. So give me Chitty Nujuwani. I think he does it by knockout. First round.
Oh, I have nothing super big on why on this one, but I'm gonna be on the opposite on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just got a feeling like every time I bet Chitty, bro, like he always shits the bed for me. So not so much of and he's good, bro. Like I actually like betting him. He's a good striker, but like you know how I am. Some dudes are good against the technical strikers, and some dudes are good against like the rock'em sock'em robots dudes. And he's better against the lankier dudes. Like he beat Reese McKee, he beats the dudes that are like lankier. But if you go look at the people he has lost to are the rock'em sock'em robot dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like RoboCop. I mean, and RoboCop is way better than Liao, you know,
Yeah.
but you get what I mean? Like the dudes that are willing to just stand there and bang with him, he usually loses to. It's the dudes that he can play the outstriking battle with that he usually beats. So that would be my only like slight reason, you know? I'm not big on him or anything. I just, to be honest, even looking at his Tapology picture just made me a little like, you know, he's over here. He looks like he's about to dog Chitty
Looking on
Bang Bang.
roids.
He does look like he's on roids. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. You can't say that because now we gotta say allegedly. But yeah, like
No, we don't want nobody's doing the wager zone.
I think another reason why is because I've never been high on Carlos Leal besides the Muslim
Me
Salikov
neither,
fight.
to be honest.
I thought he would knock out Salikov because Salikov is just old and slow now, but he just got caught. That's what
And
happens.
so you're
I
like, if you
think
can't knock him out, he's not going to knock out you. I get your
yeah.
point point.
because
Like, I mean,
even
I feel it too, you know?
even when they were even when so look who he's beat. He lost to Renat Fakhrinov. Where guys, personally, I had a bet on Renat Fakhrinov that fight. I was shitting bricks because I thought Leal was gonna win that fight. I thought he was gonna get the decision, but we got a robbery, and I ended up cashing that bet because they robbed Carlos Leal. And then he ended up beating Alex Morono this year, but he knocked him out. But guys, Alex Morono's done. Like he is completely done. And then he went out there and lost to a 41-year-old Muslim Salikov. So those are his 3 UFC fights. And if we in PFL, I watched this guy fight in PFL a lot. So that's the reason why I was never high on Carlos Leal. I watched him fight in PFL. Like he lost to a Sabado C by split. Then he lost to another one to Sabado C by unanimous. Then he ends up beating Chris Brown, that he has a record of 8-9. Oh no, 8-9, 8-4 at the time they fought. Split decision, very close fight, and he missed weight during that fight. So he hasn't shown any improvements to me. He's still the same exact banger that he was in PFL, and now he's fighting better competition. So, like I said, I'm taking an underdog mainly because I just like chitty chitty bang bang, and I like the fade Liao. Besides the Muslim Salikov fight, I like to fade him. So
Yeah, I told you it's just this is one of the years that I'm just gonna not try to think too much about it and just go with my initial like, you know, and that's my initial thought when I seen this fight was, well, yeah, I was gonna win. So I mean, I
yeah,
couldn't give you nothing crazy or like a big reason why or a big prediction why or anything like that, but I'm gonna be on him, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on Chitty. So,
yeah, chitty chitty
but
bang bang.
those
Now let's
other
get into
ones
this.
were way better.
What was that?
The better ones were those other underdogs, though. You know.
The better underdogs were what? And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually more confident in actually no, I'm the same as that confident in Puna that I am in Chitty, honestly. It's like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
close
No, it
fights. They're
makes
close
sense.
fights.
I feel it, but I
They're
keep
close.
thinking, what's his name's a dog. That's why against Oda.
If Idris Alibi was an underdog, I would tell everybody go bet Idris Alibi as
Yeah,
underdog.
that's
Even if
why
he
I was like.
loses, the line would be
But it's
off. Like,
basically a pick 'em, so that's
yeah,
why I was
basically a
going.
pick 'em. Now, next fight, guys. This one is probably going to be a banger. It's probably going to be done in the first round, but we will see. It depends which guy actually shows up. Because I'm going to be picking him. But if he doesn't show up, and he does this stupid shit that he's been doing the last couple fights, I'm gonna be angry. We need backflips. We need spinning back kicks. We need Showtime kicks off the cage. That's what we need. Michelle Pereira taking on Zachary Reese. Someone's gonna get finished in that first round. Michelle Pereira has good takedown defense. He's been taken down and submitted before, but the only person that took him down easily is the guy that's fighting the main event, and Fluffy Hernandez. Zachary Reese does not have the takedowns that Fluffy does. He doesn't have the gas tank Fluffy does. Michelle Pereira, they're going to be meeting in the middle. And guys, I swear to you, if we get technical, Michelle Pereira trying to sit there and play the pity pat striking and try to be like the best striker he possibly can, he might lose to Zachary Reese. He might end up getting knocked out. But if we get Michelle Pereira that's going to come in there swinging crazy, I'm talking about backflips off when he's on his back, backflip on top of him. We get that guy, he's gonna put away Zachary Reese. And this is coming from a guy that likes Zachary Reese, that's best Zachary Reese many times. But this spot, I just believe Zachary Reese, he's very tall. He leaves his chin up in the air way too much. And I do believe if he does that against Michelle Pereira, that's going to be throwing what's called hell bent crazy strikes. Michelle Pereira is going to put him away. So I'm taking Michelle Pereira. The best bet is probably just him on the money line, minus 160. You're going to get him. Zachary Reese is a slight underdog and a minus 135. The under 1.5 is a minus 130. Over 1.5 is even money. Maybe the under is a good spot too, because I think someone's going to get beat up in the first round, probably get slept. But I think the under might be a good spot too. So my best bet's going to be Michelle Pereira on the money line or that under 1.5, because I do believe someone gets finished in that first round.
Oh, this one's a hard one, man. Michelle Pierre is so fun sometimes, but it's hard, man. Zach Reese is like, it's hard to bet against Michelle Pierre in this spot, like you said. But I mean, I'm gonna pick Zachary Reese. That's gonna be my official pick. Like, I just think he's a dog. I think he kind of fights for everything what Michelle Pierre doesn't fight for, like what he doesn't stand for. Like, he's not a dog. He's not um one of those dudes that is gonna like push the pace or like it. And like you said, his best path to victory in this fight is just throwing some wild shit and hitting him, which he
Hmm.
does very well. It's just you've said it a billion times. He never does what he's supposed to do in any fight. When he's supposed to throw crazy shit, he doesn't throw crazy shit. When he's supposed to fight technically, he doesn't fight technically. He does like the opposite of what you think he's gonna
Yeah, look at that
do.
Abus Magomedov fight. He literally stood there and did nothing, and I'm literally sitting there like, "What are you doing?" That's why I say it depends on who shows up. Like, which
Yeah,
guy's gonna
it
show up?
really does. I mean, and I mean, I know what I'm gonna get with Zach Reese, and I know that he's gonna give you 100% effort. He's gonna give you that dog mentality. He's gonna
Hmm.
give you heart. Like he's gonna fight for your money. So I mean, what's the line on this one?
It's Zachary Reese is a plus 135. Michelle Pereira is a minus 160.
Yeah, I'll pick him as a dog. I'll pick him as a dog. Dog or pass on this one for me.
Yeah,
I just
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just picking Michelle Pereira, but I don't think I'll put my money on him. I won't. Like you won't see me putting money on Michelle Pereira in this fight. I just watch it.
I see your reasoning. Like your
Yeah.
reasoning is perfect. Like Reese does keep his chin up kind of high. He does kind of he is hittable at times. So
Hmm.
I can see it. I can see
Yeah.
why.
That fight, like you said, it might be just be a dog or pass fight. I just have to
The
go with
under
Michelle
does
Pereira.
kind of sound good in
The
that one.
under
I ain't
sounds
gonna
good.
lie.
Under 1.5. I think
'Cause
somebody
I
gets
feel
slept.
like they're both gonna come out there banging. Zachary Reese is usually finishes or gets finished. So
Yeah, that's literally what it is. I think like 80% of Zachary's fights are done in the first round. So yeah, it's gonna come down to honestly who probably lands first and what Michelle Pereira actually shows up. But next fight, guys, Jacoby Smith taking on Josiah Harrell. Josiah Harrell is coming in on short notice for this fight. Jacoby Smith, I want to see who was he originally supposed to fight. Jacoby Smith was originally supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight Seok Ko. And I'm a big fan of Seok Ko, guys. I thought that was a harder fight for him because Seok Ko has the wrestling. He can scramble really well. But this fight is the easier fight, I believe, for Jacoby Smith. He's a minus 300 favorite. Josiah Harrell is a plus 250. Over 1.5 is a minus 190. Under 1.5 is a plus 145. I actually like Jacoby Smith a lot in this spot. I know a lot of people are saying Josiah Harrell is really good, which he is a really good fighter, but I just believe the stylistic matchup doesn't come out to it. Jacoby Smith can strike with you, really explosive, really fast, and he has great wrestling. This guy was a college wrestler for a long time, actually ranked in the college overall wrestling, and I do believe he's going to be able to take down Harrell and probably end up ground pounding him with some heavy shots. And I think he can finish the fight by knockout. I think Harrell is a good fighter, but I just think Kobe Smith's one of these young prodigies coming into the UFC. And when we see these young guys coming to the UFC kind of like gives them tailor-made matchups for them to do very well. The Seok Kung Ko fight, that was not a tailor-made matchup for him. Seok Kung Ko he was actually going to go in there and scramble with the wrestling. But
what's
else
his
is
name's younger than him? I think
who? Josiah
Josiah.
Harrell.
Yeah,
He probably is. I think Jacoby Smith and I want to say he's like 28,
he's
27.
30.
He's 30. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's up there in age at 30, but in his UFC career, he kind of got a
No,
late
no, I
start
get
because he
you
was
though.
more of
Like, yeah, he
wrestling.
is. No, I get you.
So I'm gonna have to rock with Jacoby Smith. I think he wins this fight. I want to say just by ground and pound finish. Jacoby Smith, he went out there and finished Nico Price in his last fight. And people are like, oh well, he didn't finish him in the first round. I had a bet on him in the first round, but he didn't finish him in the first round. That's because Jacoby Smith said in the interview after. He says, I just wanted to bank some rounds in. He said I could have finished him at any point. He said I just want to see how my gas tank would be going into that second round. Then he ended up finishing him in the second round. Did what he wanted to do to Nico Price. Now, this one, guys, I'm taking Jacoby Smith. I think he does it by ground and pound. I'm going to say by knockout.
Yeah, I don't got much different on this one. I know the last two we had a little different, but I think I got Jacoby Smith on this one. I don't know too much about the other dude. I do know Jacoby Smith, and if I had to put my money anywhere on this one, it'd probably be him. He's actually pretty good, and like you said, you could tell he's hungry. Like, and what I meant by like the 30 is like sometimes those dudes that are 30 that come in and Dana likes to give those dudes an opportunity. It
Hmm.
is like they fast track you a little bit more. You know what I mean? And that's why he's fought Nico Price and like you know what I mean? So it's like because you're the 27-year-old dude can lose. The 30-year-old
Hmm.
dude, you're trying to like build them. Like you're trying to get them momentum And I feel like this is one of those spots where for him to gain some more momentum, you know? So, like, he beats this dude, he gets a pretty good fight, like a ranked fight next, you know?
Yeah.
Is the way
Yeah,
I kind of look at
if
it.
he beats this guy, yeah, he will get a bigger fight. And like he was supposed to fight, like I said, he's supposed to fight a harder guy in Seok Ko, but now we'll see how it goes. Sometimes these short notice guys come in and just do very well, but
Yeah, they do,
I
and especially, like, some random that you don't know too well like that,
mhm.
you know?
So yeah, we're both on Jacoby Smith. I would
Mhm.
say the best bet for that one is probably just Jacoby Smith as a parlay piece. I wouldn't play the over 1.5 at the -190. I wouldn't play any props
Have
on
you
this one.
watched the other dude fight in LFA?
Yeah, I have. I
Oh,
watched him fight in LFA. I watched. I think it was LFA he was in, but I have watched him before. I know just. Well, I know Josiah Harrell really
I just
well.
know you watch those other ones, and I don't watch him at all, so
Yeah, he's a very good fighter. Don't get me wrong. He is a good fighter. I just think this is too big of a step up in competition. Now, guys, let's get into the next fight. Sergey Spivak taking on Ante Delija in this next fight. You're gonna get Delija at a -140 favorite. Spivak is a +120 underdog. Over 1.5 is set at a +105. Under 1.5 is set at a -135. Guys, earlier in the week, I was sitting there thinking like Delija's probably gonna knock him out. I was like that. I was like, if Spivak doesn't get the takedown, he's gonna probably get pieced up on the feet, and Delija's gonna walk him down and end up putting him away. But guys, I have to rock with Sergey Spivak. I think Spivak's going to end up getting that takedown, and he's going to end up submitting Delija. Delija has, I've watched him a lot in PFL. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but he beat Waldo Cortez Acosta, but then the eye poke, but it wasn't eye poke. They restarted the fight, and they got slept within like the first like 30 seconds of the fight going back in. So Delija, he doesn't have the best takedown defense. He also doesn't have the best cardio, and he also doesn't have the best chin. This guy, yeah, he beat Marcin Tybura in his first fight. That's just because Marcin Tybura just went out there and just didn't expect it. He went out there and was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a technical fight." Delizia just walked him down and walked straight up and just started throwing heavy strikes and it put him away. So I feel like that was just a revenge spot for Delizia. He was just like, "You beat us when we were younger, so I'm just gonna come out here and bang right away." Then you saw the last fight. Like I said, he got knocked out by Waldo Cortez Acosta. Spivak just fought Waldo Cortez Acosta in his last fight. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm a Acosta fan. Spivak won that fight. I even had a poll out on my wager zone to put, did Spivak get robbed? We had like 200 votes, and like 85% of it said Spivak got robbed because Spivak beat Waldo Cortez Acosta, but it was a very close fight. I'm not going to say it was like a super bad robbery, like he won all 3 rounds. It was 2-1 Spivak, in my opinion. But now I just think Spivak's going to eventually take down Delija, and then Delija will gas out after that first round. If Spivak does not get knocked out in that first round, like within the first like 2-3 minutes, because that's the only way Delija wins, then he's going to get the takedown, and he's going to end up submitting Delija. I think he's going to end up like just hopping on his back and submitting him as a rear naked choke. I think at this point, people are thinking Spivak's done. He's washed. He's getting up to that age. Delisa ain't that young either. He's up there in age as well, and he's been fighting against guys like Maurice Green in PFL, or Maurice Green was taking him down pretty easily. So I do expect Spivak to give him a hard fight. I'm taking him as an underdog.
you know, I've always liked Spivak. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I thought Spivak had a chance to be champion. Like, I really felt like he could have been the dude. Like, if it wasn't for these names, he'd be champion. I really believe this. Like, he's Jan. He's Jan Blokovic. You know, like you know how Jan won the championship because there was like nobody there at the moment, and then like he faced the he beat Izzy, right? And
Mm-hmm.
nobody ever talks about that. Izzy came up, he beat Izzy, right? And then he kind of lost to like the better dudes, the Yeris, the Alexes, like the dudes that ended up actually being really good. Like
Mm-hmm.
he lost to, you know. That's this dude to me. That's Spivak. Like Spivak's the gatekeeper, bro. Like the ultimate gatekeeper. He's only lost to Aspinall. He's lost to Cyril Gahn, and then these last two are the ones that are more questionable.
He beat
At the
Waldo.
But I mean, let's just say he lost to Waldo, right? Waldo's not a bad loss, like especially
Mm-hmm.
right
Waldo's
now,
good.
where Waldo's in the top 5 right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's lost to only top 5 fighters, like, and the only one that you can arguably say that's like was a bad loss was Almeida, and because Almeida just got kicked, right?
Mm-hmm.
But technically, Almeida's only lost 2 fights, and Almeida shouldn't. The only reason they kicked Almeida is just because he was
He's
boring as
boring.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, and to be honest, like Almeida was the perfect thing to counter Spivak because Spivak is just like gonna lay on you, and you can't do that to Almeida. You know,
Yeah.
Almeida's gonna outlay on you, and that's what he
Yeah.
did, and he won by ground strikes against him. So I kind of don't look at that as a factor into this fight, is the Almeida one. But is what's his name better than Cyril Gahn or Tom Aspinall
Hell no. He
or
was zero.
Walt?
No.
Like the
He
two
just got
best
he just got
moving
knocked out by
heavyweights in the
Waldo.
whole shit. You know,
Yeah.
like those are the best two heavyweights, moving heavyweights, like footwork, move, cardio, and the whole shit. Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gunn, the two dudes that just fought for the championship, you know, like,
Yeah.
and those are the only two dudes you've really lost to, you know, like, nah, bro, there's no way. I think it's low key disrespectful for them to have Spivak as a underdog against this dude. Where Spivak, if this was a year ago or 2 years ago, he'd probably be remember he was a minus 300 favorite on his fights, bro, because
Yeah.
he was running through people, and I feel like he low key runs through this dude. I kind of do. Like I kind of feel like he makes it looks a little bit. It just kind of depends what Spivak we get, you know, because
Hmm.
he has kind of been a little bit more lackadaisical lately, but I mean he's just a Polish bear, you know, like the
Yeah.
Polish warrior. Like as I said, it's like he's just like Jan, you know, because he is Polish, isn't he? Yeah.
I do believe is he Polish?
No, I don't.
Or is he
It's the
Czech?
Republic of Moldova, but
Oh,
his
he's
name's the
Moldovan.
polar
Yeah.
bear, so I always thought he was Polish, but you know what I mean. It's just, but he is just that type of fight is like tailor made for him, you know. Like I mean the mid term like heavyweights. Like he's beat anybody that's ever been below him, other than Marcin Tybura. But that was when Marcin Tybura went on his like Glover run. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I think the same thing. I think this is a big step down in competition. I will say this: if Spivak doesn't get the takedown right away, he is open for a knockout because one thing Delija does do is he comes in there and just swings heavy, but he doesn't have a gas tank. So I can say the same thing about Delija. If he doesn't
Spivak
get
don't
it,
have the worst chin either.
he doesn't have the worst chin either. They don't like he said he hasn't been knocked out many times in his career either, and he's fought some heavy punchers. Well, I mean, he get knocked out, but he got knocked out by Cyril Gahn. But
And Tom Aspinall, but
yeah,
like
the two guys, yeah.
as I say, you can't use those though. Like
Yeah, so I think this is this
the
big step down in competition for
everybody
him.
gets knocked out by them dudes. Like
Yeah, and Tom Aspinall would have been knocked out by Cyril Gahn if he didn't fake an eye
Marcin
injury.
Tybura won the 3 round. Walt Harris beat him with strikes in the first round, but Walt Harris is just, and that's the only other time he's been knocked out. And but I mean, shit. Look at Walt
No, Walt
Harris.
Hair is huge.
I
Walt Hair is huge, man. But
mean, the
yeah,
dude could. It's knockout or bust for that other dude.
it is.
To me,
It's first 2.5 minutes knockout or bust because he's gonna end up gassing out, and that's when Spivak's probably take over. So I'm
yeah. I mean,
hopping on
we
Spivak.
didn't need to spend that much on Spivak, but I mean, I just kind of felt like he was getting a little disrespected, and I felt like you did too. And it's like
Yeah.
we've been real big fans of Spivak, and I hope Spivak proves everybody wrong this weekend.
Oh, they actually have the props out for this one. Spivak by sub is a plus 550.
What about
I'm gonna have
sub or
to.
decision? That double chance. That's
Yeah,
all.
because I don't think he'll knock him out. This is ground and pound, but
He
Spivak by
does have
sub,
some mean ground and pound,
he
bro. He
does.
does. Like
It
he
says
gets on
Spivak.
top of him, bro. He's a blanket.
Yeah. Spivak by sub or decision is a plus 250. So you can get a plus 250 on that one. Spivak just by finish is a plus 205. So I like that. I would say Spivak on the money line is the best bet, but if you guys like that high plus money, then Spivak by submission at a plus 550 looks really, really juicy. And obviously, you have Delija by knockout at plus 110. That's the only way he wins. It's the only way he wins is by knocking him out in the first round. If he doesn't do that, he's going to lose.
I'm glad
So
you're on Spivak too. It made me feel better about my pick.
yeah, I am on Spivak. I think Spivak wins that fight. Next fight, guys, Dan Ige taking on Mesquixel Costa. Guys, this is going to be a very close fight. I think a lot of people are just saying, "Oh, I'm fading Ige because he's old and he's washed." Dan Ige is not washed, guys. He went out there and lost to a Patricio Pitbull that I actually picked because Patricio Pitbull is a really, really good fighter, and people just want to say, "Oh, he's from Bellator, so he sucks." Like anyone that says Pitbull sucks is a casual that don't really watch MMA. So Pitbull is a really good fighter,
He doesn't
and then
suck.
he
I've just never been a fan of the
yeah,
dude.
so and then he went out there and knocked out Sean Woodson, and then he lost to Leroy Murphy, and he lost to Diego Lopez. two of the top three fighters right now in the division, Diego Lopez and Leroy Murphy. He beat Andre Feely. He lost to Bryce Mitchell. That's just because Bryce Mitchell took him down over and over and over again. That's like, when Bryce Mitchell's on his game. Bryce Mitchell's on his game, and he ended up beating Damon Jackson and Nate Landwehr. Then obviously Mosfar Evelev, another top five fighter in the whole entire division. And then after that, we're going back to 2021 and all that stuff. So that's like a while ago at this point. So I just think Costa is a giant step up of competition for him. I think it's gonna be a very good fight. I think they're both gonna come out here and have some good spots. Like if we go look at Costa's best wins, he did knock out Morgan Chase Sierra with the head kick in that first minute. That was crazy. 'Cause
Yeah,
I thought
he
I
messed
was gonna take I was gonna
both
take
of our
shit.
shit up that day.
Huh?
Messed both of our shit up that day.
Yeah, I thought
Mhm.
Morgan was going to beat him up, and it was the first minute. Morgan looked in the beginning. The first minute,
I knew
Morgan was
when
like
he
looking
got in the
good.
ring, like I knew he was gonna beat him too. I was like, why did I take this bet? Like,
And he landed the craziest head kick. But besides that, he beat an old Andre Feely. He beat a Christian Rodriguez that's no longer in the UFC. Old Julian Erosa. His mark to fame is a Cherrier head kick. If he doesn't land the head kick, Morgan Cherrier probably beats him up over the 3 rounds. But he landed the craziest head kick and no, sent him to the shadow realm. I remember that one. I was just like, wow. But guys, this is a close fight. And if I had to make a pick on it, I'm taking Dan Ige. I think 50K Ige, we're going to see him back. I don't think Costa is going to be able to take down Ige. I think Ige's takedowns are going to be end up like his takedown defense is going to end up showing up this fight. And I also think Costa, if you watch his previous fights, he's never really chain wrestled. He's only chain wrestled one time in his whole entire career, and he ended up getting tired in the third round. But Ige, if you're telling me he's going to stand there and strike with Costa, Ige is a better striker than Costa is. Costa's younger, might be a little bit faster, but if technical striking in the pocket, boxing, and where Ige wants to be, Ige's going to crack your chin. And I think Ige is a good underdog spot in this one. This is probably my least confident underdog pick of the night. But I have to rock with Dan Ige because I just think Costa's a little bit too overrated. I won't touch him at a minus 210 price tag. And if I see Dan Ige at a plus 175, I like that one a lot. Over 2.5 is a minus 310. You want to parlay the over 2.5? I think that's good too. I don't think Costa finishes Ige at all because I like the over 2.5 as a parlay piece. But if I had to make a pick on who wins this fight, I'm taking Dan Ige, and I think Dan Ige actually wins a decision. So they actually have props out for this. So let me go check the props on it. Dan Ige by decision is a plus 465. So guys, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Like if you don't want to take Dan Ige like straight up because you're like I need a bigger price tag than plus 175, go take him by decision because I don't think he finishes Costa. Costa by knockouts a plus 800, Costa by submission plus 1200, Costa by decision is a minus 130. Like everyone thinks if he wins, it's going to be a decision.
really?
Ige, Ige plus 385 is a knockout. Ige by decision,
That's weird to me.
huh?
The way that is, like with the minus 130 is him as the decision. Because
Yeah.
if I feel like that wouldn't be how he wins this fight if he wins.
If this fight goes all 3 rounds,
I feel like if
Ige's
it
gonna
goes
win.
3 rounds, Ige, I feel like wins it. Like I feel that's why I'm like that's kind of weird to me, you know. But
I'm taking Ige. I'm rocking with 50K Ige in this fight.
this one's a hard one, man. Like you said, to me, right? It's like I've seen like I watch all the streams and stuff. Like everybody loves this Costa dude, like Milky, Milky, Milky. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody just loves him. Like, and I mean, I had Morgan in that last fight, and I knew when he walked into that ring, and I seen the Milky's like swagger. Like you could just tell the look on his face, bro. He was gonna beat that dude. Like I could just tell. You could tell he wanted it. Like you just seen it. I just don't know. And like Dan hasn't been beat by like the lower level dudes, and like this is the biggest dude he's fought. Like, I mean, Costa's fighting way up in competition, like you said. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like he is like and it's different than Morgan. Morgan was good, but he was still like not proven. Dan's proven, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dan has been there, done that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's not going to be much the other dude's going to be able to do that shows Dan anything crazy or like something he hasn't seen. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm gonna be surprised if Costa's able to really put it on. But the one question I'd have is what's the spread on Dan?
They don't have spreads out right now.
No.
They'll
If
probably be
so,
out tomorrow.
would probably be plus 3.5 most likely though,
It'll probably be plus 3.5, and you'll probably get it.
because
I
he's
would
a
say,
dog,
if I just looking at the line, you probably get the plus 3.5 at like I was like a minus 120 probably.
or like maybe minus 110 or something.
Yeah,
That would be my best bet for this.
you get to
For
win at least one round.
Yeah, because let's say because everybody, like they said, the bookie has it as cost of winning by decision. We think Dan wins by decision, right?
Hmm.
If that's the case, and for some reason Costa edges a split decision, then at least we are covered on the spread. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I think that's honestly, remember that one fight that I can't remember what it was a couple weeks ago, but I was like, the spread's the way on this. That I feel the
yeah,
same way about this because I feel like it does not get finished on either side, and Dan's either liable to win, and so if you don't want to just bet him as a dog because you don't want to just risk it for the biscuit, and play it safe, he's gonna win one round. I promise you, he wins one round.
yeah.
Like there's
I think he
to me,
wins the fight.
I think he wins the fight. So it's like I think he at least wins one round. So it's
Yeah,
like that would be the safest, smartest bet for this one. Like I'll probably even bet that. Like you said, he wouldn't be my biggest underdog of the night. There's better dog spots, but as a spread spot to win one round, I'll take Dan 50K. You get.
yeah. We're both on the same page. Look, we both picked two underdogs back to back the same. That actually surprised me. I didn't think you were going to be on Ige and Spivak. We were both on Ige and Spivak. So hopefully, if one of
After
those hit, we're good.
we were the two before that we were or Zach Reese and the Chitty, we were different,
Shitty.
and then Zach
Yeah,
Reese.
I've seen a lot of underdog spots today. For on Saturday, I should say. Now the co-main event: Jeff Neal taking on Eros Medic. Guys, Jeff Neal's a minus 220 favorite. Eros Medic is a plus 180. The over 1.5 is a minus 150. Under 1.5 is a minus 200. And I understand because somebody is going to get knocked out in that first round, and it's going to be Euros Medic. Euros Medic is going to get put to sleep by Jeff Neal. People that are on Euros Medic are following the hype train. I'm a guy that watched Euros Medic.
I
I've
love
been a
your
fan.
medics,
I've
just like
watched
Jordan Levitt.
Yeah, I've watched this dude forever. Jeff Neal is way too big of competition for him. One thing about Euros Medic's fights, he either gets knocked out in the first round or he knocks the other guy out in the first round.
He's either the nail or the hammer,
Yeah,
bro.
and
Like
he's not knocking out Jeff Neal in the first round. Jeff Neal's only been knocked out one time in his whole entire UFC career, and that was by one of the hardest punchers in the UFC, and Carlos Prates. And it took a spinning back elbow at the last second of the round to put him away. Nasty spinning back elbow across Prates landed.
other than
But
the
we
last one though, Carlos Prates, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Spinning back elbow by
Okay.
Carlos Prates. That's how he got knocked out. And we just seen Carlos Prates. He just knocked out what's it called? Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards never been knocked out either, and Carlos Prates got a
Hey, you
death
know
touch.
who else
So
knocked out Geoff Neal?
he's been knocked out before too.
Yeah, but Kevin Holland.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Kevin Holland one, huh?
That's
I
a long
did forget
time
about
ago, but
a long
Kevin
time ago. I
Holland's
forgot
a
about that one.
dog. I don't care.
I did forget about that one. But yeah, Euros Medic. When Euros Medic, the one thing about Euros Medic, he beats all those easy guys and he makes them knocking them out. And then once he gets to that top 10, he gets knocked out himself. So that's what's gonna happen. I think Jeff Neal knocks him out in the first round. I want to see Jeff Neal by knockout. What is that prop? Because Jeff Neal hits so hard, and what's gonna happen is Euros Metis is gonna get in the pocket and he's gonna try to box with Jeff Neal, and Jeff Neal's gonna put his lights out. So Jeff Neal by knockout. Oh damn! I thought I was at least gonna get plus money. It's a minus 130 for his knockout prop. Ugh, I hate taking
It
minus.
has to be though. Like if you played this fight out 10 times in your head, what would you think happens?
Jeff Neal knocks him out like 7 or 8 of the times.
And maybe he doesn't get him, and then he gasses out, and Medic
But
magically
Metis
wins the
gas is out too.
But that's what I'm saying. I just don't. He's not going to
Oh
take him down.
yeah, they're not gonna take each other down. It's gonna be stand up strike.
And
It's gonna be
like
in the
it's going
pocket.
to be a stand up fight, and I just don't like Medic has no chin, bro, and Neil has a chin and better hands. Like
Listen, how the fight would end minus 575. The fight would end by a knockout. It doesn't matter who's gonna win it. This is the one I like. This is my best bet of the whole entire night, right here. Not the best bet of the whole entire night. Let me hold on. Let me rephrase that. The best bet of this fight is the double chance. Jeff Neal by knockout or a decision, minus 170. I like that one a lot. That's my best bet for this fight because Jeff Neal is either going to win by knockout or he pulls off a decision victory, but most likely it's going to be a first round knockout. What's that? I want to see that real quick, right before I pass it over to you. Jeff Neal to win in round 1 or round 2 is a minus 120, 125. Jeff Neal to win by first round knockout, or do they have those out yet? No, they don't have those out yet. But yeah, him to win in round 1 or round 2 is a minus 125. So best bet, like I said, him to win by knockout or decision.
He got knocked out by Puna, bro.
Who?
Medic.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, there's no way. And I mean, he's been looking really, really, really good. Like, and the reason it is because he fought Gilbert Urbina
I've bet on him every time. And you know what's
and
funny? Go
Salikov. We
back to
bet on him. I bet on him all. I bet on him. I do. I bet on him. I bet
and
on
go
Jordan
back to
Levitt too.
the if you go back to the Urbina fight, the fight starts and in the first 30 seconds, Urbina cracks him and has him rocked. I thought he was about to get knocked out. I thought it was about to be over. Then he comes back and knocks out
We were
Urbina.
like,
Like,
thank you so much because you never survive. He sucks. Like, he has no chin, bro. Like,
yeah,
he
no
beat
chin.
Tim Means, bro, by an uppercut, and that was still a dogfight. And Matthew Selmsberger, like, all the fights are striking punches. Jalen Turner took him down, which is
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Turner said, I'm just not even going to play your game, bro, and just rear naked him. But besides that, like, he's won every other fight by, like, TKO damn near. But it's
Yeah.
like, he's a good striker, bro. He is. Like, the only way he wins this fight is like he catches Neil with a nasty head kick or something, like coming in, like, because he does have some crazy flashy shit. Like, he's the doctor. He's the doctor. He can hit you with some flashy shit. But
Mm-hmm.
I would still like, even if he hits you with this head kick, I still would bank on Neil being able to recover from it. And if he lands on him, it's done. It's done
Yeah.
at any
That's
point
why
in this fight.
I feel like Neil could take his punch, but he can't take Neil's punch. That's literally
Yeah,
how it comes down to.
100%. Do you remember how Gaethje just fought Pimblett, and Gaethje
Mm-hmm.
was like, "I know, like, I could take his punch. I knew I could." He's kicking like
Mm-hmm.
a weenie, you know. That's basically what he said in one of the after interviews. Like, he just kicked like a bitch, basically. So it's like
Yeah.
I could just walk through it. Like, once I realized that, I was like, "We're cool," you know. I feel like that's how Geoff Neal's gonna look at this. He's gonna be like, "Bro, I'm not. No, I don't give a shit what you're throwing at me, brother."
Yeah. We both agree. Geoff Neal should end up knocking him out. Would you say that's the best bet though? Him to win by knockout or decision, minus 170
Yeah, I would just take
or
knockout straight. I mean, I honestly don't even,
minus
or the
130?
under. Yeah, or is there an under on that? What's the under at?
The under is a minus 200, but if you take Geoff Neal to win by knockout in round 1, oh no, Geoff Neal to win in round 1 or round 2, that's a minus 120.
That's the best one. But what about under 1.5 and
Under one
Geoff
and a
Neal?
half is a minus 200.
No, but with Geoff Neal and under 1.5, do they have that?
They don't have that out yet. They will have it out, but they don't have it out just yet.
That would be my best. Because I would, maybe not the full round just to cover your ass, but under 1.5 would be mine. Geoff Neal and under 1.5. Give yourself the extra half a round because maybe he makes it out the first round. But if he makes it out that first round, he's gonna be hurt. He's gonna come out in the second round and he's getting knocked by Neal. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
won't survive more than 7 minutes.
Yeah, so me and you are both on the same page. You both think Neil puts him away. Now, guys, main event time. Sean Strickland taking on Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. Guys, I've been excited for this fight for a while, ever since it was announced, because I do believe this is going to be a pretty good fight. I was fading Anthony Hernandez for a while. Then he ended up making me a believer. I started betting on him, started making some money on him because I was like, you know what, this guy's actually pretty good. So now he's taking on a guy in Sean Strickland that's a step up in competition from a Roman Dolidze. Sean Strickland has shown that he has the cardio, he has good boxing, he has good takedown defense. Historically, the one Dreykus is the only person to ever take him down really and like control him. And if you go back to the first Dreykus fight, Sean Strickland got taken down 6 times by Dreykus, but got on Dreykus. Think about this: Dreykus took him down 6 times, but only accumulated what's it called 70 seconds of control time. So Sean Strickland, he got taken down, but he got right back up. And this is a fight that I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm taking Sean Strickland as an underdog. I do believe he pulled this one off against Fluffy Hernandez. I think if Fluffy does not get that takedown, which I think everyone's banking on that, everyone's like, "Oh, Fluffy's gonna take him down easy. It's gonna be the easiest takedown ever." I don't think so. I think Sean Strickland's takedown defense is gonna be there, and I know Fluffy has that pace, but Fluffy has the pace to keep going. You know why he does? Because same exact thing with the Marab and Peter Yan fight. Like I said, the reason why I took Peter Yan is because I thought Peter Yan would stop his takedowns. He'll land the boxing shots on top, and then Marab will end up getting tired finally because someone's actually stopping his takedowns. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen to Fluffy. I think he's going to run into somebody that's going to be able to stop his takedowns. And then, yeah, he's going to keep shooting, and keep that pace up. But the one thing he's fighting against a guy in Sean Strickland, that Sean Strickland can fight for 10 rounds. Sean Strickland has got the cardio. He'll be out there the whole entire time. And I think Fluffy is eventually going to get tired from getting stuffed on the takedowns. Or if he takes down Sean gets right back up. He's not going to be able to bully Sean Strickland like how he did to everybody else. You know how he gets on their back and just throws them back down? They get up, throws them back down. He's not going to be able to bully Sean Strickland like that. Sean Strickland, the technical MMA analysis out of it real quick. Sean Strickland's not no bitch. He's not gonna sit there and let you hump him the whole entire fight. He's gonna be like, nah, fuck you. He's gonna get back up and he's gonna be like, let's fucking fight. You know what he's gonna do? I guarantee it. He's gonna get back up and then look at Fluffy and be like, "You're a fucking bitch. You're trying to take me down." I swear to God, that's what he's gonna do. Like, this is not even me talking. This is Sean Strickland. How he is. He's gonna start taking it. He's gonna fight like a man. Come on, dude. And you know what's gonna happen? Fluffy might get out of his game plan for a little bit. He might call him a fucking racist shit from some Mexican shit in there. You never know what the fuck Sean Strickland's gonna do. He might want Fluffy, trying to have Fluffy knock him out. But like I said, going back to the technical part of it, Sean Strickland has good takedown defense. If he stops Fluffy's takedowns, he's going to put it on Fluffy in the stand up. Kevin Holland knocked out Fluffy Hernandez. And that was like 4 years ago. But still, Kevin Holland put it on him because Kevin Holland stopped the takedowns and ended up piecing him up. And one thing about Fluffy, he does not like getting hit in the body. When you hit him in the body, that's where he gets hurt. And you know what stops these wrestlers from wrestling a lot is you hit him in the body. And I think that's what Sean's going to do. I'm on Sean Strickland in this fight. I think it's going to be a rough night for Fluffy. I think Sean probably either finishes him late. I want to say like a fourth or fifth round knockout, or he gets a decision and victory. So if I had to make a best bet for this one, I guess Sean Strickland on the money line is not picking him. But honestly, my best bet for this fight, when it comes out, is the spread on Sean Strickland. Because I don't think Sean Strickland is going to get bullied. I don't think he's going to get finished. And if he does lose this fight, it's probably going to be like a 48-47 close fight, and he loses in a close fight against Fluffy. So I'm taking Sean Strickland. I think he wins this fight. I think he does it by decision overall after just stopping Fluffy's takedowns the whole entire time. Not the whole. He might get taken down a couple times, but I don't think Fluffy's going to be able to keep that pace on the guy in Sean Strickland. And Fluffy's never been in a 5-round fight. I think he's been in one, and that was Dolise, but it only lasted like 2 rounds because Dolise couldn't do nothing. But this is his first 5-round fight that he's actually going to have to go 5 rounds against a guy in Sean Strickland.
Did you watch Fluffy's interview?
No.
No, you didn't watch his interview.
I was, right before we started this, I was going to watch them.
I kind of feel like what you said. I mean, I'm on Sean Strickland too as well, you know? And I'm pretty sure you figured I was on Sean Strickland, you know? But, I mean, I do like Fluffy. I liked his interview and stuff, but the one thing that he said was like he's gonna, Sean Strickland's, oh, we know what Sean Strickland's gonna do. He's just gonna jab, teep kick, and throw heavy punches when he gets frustrated or whatever. And that's what and you want to know, to be 100% honest, I felt like Fluffy was kind of predicting how his fight was going to go, but he was saying what he was saying, but it wasn't going to be Sean Strickland that was going to happen to. I felt like it was going to be Fluffy that ended up happening to. Where it's like, I think he was going to be the dude that's going to end up not being able to get the takedown, like you said. And I kind of feel like he is I think he's already kind of abandoned the game plan. Based off of the way he's talking, he's like, I'm better than him everywhere.
Yeah. You're not a better striker than him.
He's not, bro.
At all.
I promise you, if he thinks he's going to go out there and he's going to if he does, all power to him. If he does, you deserve a title shot. You
Yeah.
deserve a title shot. If you go out there and you stand out there and you outstrike Sean Strickland, you knock him out or something, give that dude a title shot. He's on a run, you know?
Mhm.
But I just don't see that happening. I don't see why everybody thinks that like Sean Strickland is just because he's like still talking crazy and like he's not done. Like he does kind of have some boring fights sometimes, but like I feel like this is a fight that Sean Strickland could finish, and like
Yeah.
people are like, it's like you said. I kind of feel like Fluffy gets tired, and I feel like Sean kind of just overwhelms him, bro. Like,
The one thing
it's,
you can look at Fluffy's fights too, if you go back and watch all his fights, he usually dominates with the takedowns. He usually just puts the pressure on them, so people don't really see this. But go to the fights where he gets hit a couple times. He doesn't like getting hit. When he gets hit, he's like he kind of panic shoots, and he gets it because he fights low level competition that he can get it against. But he does not like being hit. Sean Strickland get hit in the face and be like, "Come on, is that all you got, you little bitch?" Like that's literally how it goes. So.
and I'll give you this best example, right? And without like bringing any certain person up or anything, but it's like, and mind you, Fluffy would whoop my ass, you know? So it's
Mhm.
like when I say this, I'm not saying it like he's a lame dude or a weirdo or you know what I mean? Like he'd whoop my ass. Like
Mhm.
that dude would whoop my ass. Like, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying like you know when you go to school with somebody and there's just that kid that can fight, but like he's kind of a little odd and he goes to the backyard punk rock shows and like he kind of acts like he's the toughest dude in the room and like
Mhm.
and like Fluffy kind of acts like that type of dude. You know what I mean? Like he tries to act like he's the tough. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
Mhm.
fuck. Like you know, like I think he does give a fuck, and that's the
Mhm.
thing where it's like I think he tries to play the tough guy, and he's about to fight the tough guy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing to me where it's like that's why my biggest reason why I would be picking Sean Strickland is just like you said, I think he outdogs him, bro. I just think he kinda walks him like a dog, bro. Like, he's just gonna show him who the real fight he's like, Sean's like, "I'm gonna fight, bro. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna come out here and play your little bullshit game." Like,
And that's what I think is gonna happen. I think Sean's gonna force him to fight, and
I
then
just
once that happens, that's when Sean takes over. Because Fluffy don't
I do
like getting
too.
hit, and he probably and like I said, the same as I think about the Marab and Peter Yan fight. The reason people are like, "Oh, how did Marab get tired? Oh, he was he was probably off that night because he got so tired." No, the reason why he got tired is because he's not used to someone stopping all of his takedowns. And the one time he did before is when he fought against
Yeah, the
Jose
whole thing we
Aldo.
were hoping Sean would do, you know, where it's like
Yeah,
we always thought Sean could beat Marab, like I told you before, where it's like it's just I felt like if he could get stop the takedown, he could piece him up on the feet, and it's just Peter Yan was the dude that did it. It wasn't Sean,
yeah,
you know, like that's really what it was, and it's going to come down to the same thing in this fight. If he gets Sean down, I honestly don't think he does much with it, you know. I think
yeah.
he gets back up, bro, and it's like with those type of takedowns, they don't get scored very high. And Sean's always going to keep throwing that jab out there, and that teep kick is going to keep him from shooting, bro. Like,
People can say what they want about Sean Strickland as a person of how he is. Like, oh yeah, he's stupid. He says some stupid shit, which he does sometimes. He does say some stupid shit sometimes, but he's
he
not a
also says some
stupid.
funny shit too.
Yeah, he is not a stupid fighter. When he fights very smart. The only time he's ever fought stupid, in my opinion, was the Alex Pereira fight. When I knew damn well he can go in there. This is before Alex got the takedown
Tried
defense.
to
This
have a
is
dick war with that with Alex Piera.
yeah. You don't try to stand there and be like, oh, I'm out strike you because I'm
He
tough. Like
wanted to
no,
see if
like
he could take. Hey, he wanted to see if he could take it, bro.
and
You don't
he
respect it
couldn't,
though.
and he couldn't.
You don't
Like
respect that though from a grown man, right? Just from like bullshit
mhm.
aside, UFC aside, right? Grown man shit, right? If you like this dude you're about to fight, and you're like you feel like you're the manly man. You're like, okay, I'm gonna
He's
see
like,
if this dude.
I ain't
I'm
shoot a
gonna see if
takedown.
I'm
Yeah,
not shooting. I'm gonna see if this dude can really bang. And like if he's gonna,
and
I'm
he
gonna take
could.
him, and he could.
That's the
and
only time I've ever seen Sean fight stupid. Like he
and he
tends
took
to
his
have
ass
his
whooping though. He didn't
and
complain.
he tends and he started training with Alex. Like he's like, hey, I'm gonna start sparring with this dude.
He
Like
said,
he
"I
said,
like you."
yeah.
He said,
So
"You
I'm
can
on
really
Sean's.
fight."
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm on Sean Strickland. You're on Sean Strickland too, right? You do believe Sean Strickland wins? Is that what you're
Yeah, I
saying?
mean, that'd probably be the best bet of the entire night, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, I know you said that the on accident the one before, but best dog of the night, bro. Like, I mean, first fight of the night, you got the female Sean Strickland, Juliana Miller. Into the
Don't
car,
ever say that.
into the card, you got Sean Strickland himself, bro.
Dude, if you
And then you
parlay
got the
those two, let me check.
heavyweight Spivak, bro. That's a three-man underdog parlay for the moon.
Bro, let me see this. That parlay with Juliana Miller, Sean Strickland, and Spivak, they plus 5,000.
Hey, if
He
if
said,
there's any
hey.
degenerates out there and you want to just try, it may not happen, but just go put $5, $5 on that. What does $5 win you, wager zone?
Huh?
What does $5 win you on a plus 5,000?
Oh, I think that's like $500. I think it might be more, honestly. Let me see. I'm gonna check it real quick. I took it off of the thing. Let me see.
I
What
know.
does $5 win real quick if you take them three? Which I don't agree with one of them, but hey, if it's the first fight of the night, anything can fucking happen, I swear. Let me see. Oh, actually, no. 500 wins you 250. I know
Oh,
$5 wins you 250.
hey, you guys want a $250 profit from $5? Hey, what's $5 gonna hurt? If you lose, you lose. You can hate and blame Mr. Carter, and make sure and comment on the wager zone. It's all Mr. Carter's fault if you
Yeah.
lose.
But hey guys, all right, man, that's gonna be it for UFC Houston. We broke down the entire card. If tomorrow, guys, I will have my official video out for the whole entire card, where I'll be post with just me talking on there, giving you guys my quick picks, and all my plays are gonna be on the Buy Me Coffee page. If you guys want access to my official plays, go become a member of the Buy Me Coffee page, where we've been killing it for UFC. Last week we swept the whole entire board, I believe. I think we might have lost. If anything, I think we lost one bet. I think it was possible. We almost hit the long shot last week. We almost hit a plus 5,000 last week because all we needed was Bautista to win the decision. He ended up submitting him, but we almost hit the cycle parlay. We almost hit it. We were just the decision victory away. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the entire card today. I want to put everything together and see what it comes out to. All my picks were. I'm gonna take Julian Miller off of that.
Are you gonna
Is
do your you gonna give out your one free one for the
Yes, I'm gonna give that one out right now. So like first pick, so I got Carly Judy's. Mr. Carter's got Juliana Miller. I got Yadier Valle. We're both on him. We both got Labosniani. We both got Puna Soriano. We both have Jocelyn Edwards. We both are on Alden Korea. We both have Idris Alibi. I got Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He's got Carlos Leal. I got Michelle Pereira. He's got Zachary Reese. We both have Jacoby Smith. We both have Sergey Spivak. We both are on Dan Ige, but it was our least confident pick of the night, probably. But we were both on Dan Ige. We both are on Jeff Neal, and we're both on Sean Strickland. You put all those together, guys, you're gonna get a plus 15,000 4,000 plus 15,000 for no, actually no, hold on, is that 15,000? No, that's 154,000 plus 154,121 if all those hit, guys. If all those hit, those are the picks. You put $5 on that, you'll win 10 grand.
on your side of them,
On my
right?
sides,
Yeah.
yeah. You put $5 on that, you'll win 10 grand. Ooh, possible. You fucking hit $10,000 on that one. If that one hit, get all the
Hey,
fights
we've hit
right.
them, bro. We have. I mean,
Have
every
I
once
have
in a while.
I've had swept I think I have swept it twice
Yeah,
twice before
maybe twice or three times we've each done that
swept.
ourselves. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but I mean, we get those 8 for 10s, those 10 for 12ers.
Yeah,
We
like
get them
11 out
good.
of 12
Like this,
fights
I
and the
like
ones.
Saturday's card, right? Because me and you seem to have a lot of the same picks. Like there's a few that we're different on, but like usually when me and you have the same picks on a lot of stuff, we usually have a pretty decent night, I feel like,
Yeah.
So
Sorry, guys. Right before I get out of here, give you guys my one free official play. One of my lock plays are going to be. It's going to be. I said it earlier in the show. If you guys were listening, you guys have probably already got it, but I'm having to give it to you right now. One official play, a 3-unit play, is going to be Alden Correa and Jocelyn Edwards 2-leg parlay -145. I like that one a lot. 3 units on that one. That's my one official lock play of the whole entire card. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this entire card. I will be back on Saturday. I'll be doing a live watch along on Saturday. I'll
You
talk
doing
to
the
Mr.
watch along?
Carter. Or I don't know if you'll be free on
Yeah,
Saturday to do the watch along. I think we'll
I
both be
might
on
be
here.
on. I'll try to for sure.
So yeah, we'll possibly both be on here for the watch along, but that's gonna be it for the whole entire video. If you guys want to rewatch this, go we posted, go start it over. And like I said, tomorrow I will be posting my official quick picks video. Where in the link in the description, you can get access to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and you get all my official picks for all
You
different types
got?
of
Do you got
sports.
maybe 2 more minutes, real quick
Yeah,
here?
I got 2 more minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Just give a little bit of a breakdown to the people of what your buy me a coffee is about, what you do and stuff, and like, well, like I think there's a couple different tiers and stuff, just to let people know and stuff. Because
Yeah,
I mean, people
I
have been doing really good with his picks on there, and you've been killing it across all different sports. And I mean, any better knows all days are not profitable days, but you've been doing stellar, you know.
I look at it for the end of the month. How the month go? That's how I look at it.
So
Like you're not gonna get every day right, but at the moment right now, I'm for the whole entire month of February, I am up 15 units. At one point, we were up 24 units. Now we're at 15 because we had a little slump. It happens sometimes, guys. But still, we're up 15 units for the month. You go click that link down in the description of my Buy Me Coffee page. I only have one tier at the moment because I did have a tier where you get 3 days only for the whole entire week. Now I just have it one tier. You pay $10 a month. You get all my picks for every single day. I got rid of that one tier because nobody was like, I want
they just
only
want to
three
do
days.
the monthly, so
Yeah,
it's
might
ten
as well just do
dollars a
the whole
month, and
entire for
then
every single day. So I just
you
got
send them your picks every day.
yeah, I post it on there every day. You get
Yeah,
the email, or if you download the app, the Buy Me Coffee
across all
page.
different sports from
Yeah,
what
from soccer, tennis, guys. We're the tennis goat right now. I swear, guys.
you
We
have been doing really
we
good on
we are
tennis.
the
I
tennis.
noticed
We are
that. I
up
was really,
15. We are no, actually no. We are up 13 units on tennis, guys. We are killing it. And I got a 5 unit max play posted on there tomorrow. For it, it's gonna be a 5 unit max play. It's a tennis play and a couple other things. Very confident in it. So yeah, my Buy Me Coffee page, like I said, you can update it as soon as I post every single time. I do, guys, I do everything. Every single sport you can think of, I do it. We even brought tennis in there. We've been killing it on tennis.
and
So
you
yeah.
try to post pics every single day. So I mean, if not a good at least 4 or 5 days out of the 7 day week, there's always updated pics in there across all
Yeah.
different sports. He's a small guy with a small business trying to do big things as well as me, guys, and it helps out a lot. So make sure and go click that description and go join the Buy Me a Coffee. Help him out. You know, we're growing, we're getting better, we're doing bigger things, and stay tuned for more content coming up, guys. So
Yeah, and like I said, guys, we will be here for a watch along for Saturday for the whole entire card. So come back and rock with us for the whole entire watch along. Right now, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I got work at 6 a.m. in the morning, so I am going to hit the hay, knock out, and I'm going to go and we be up tomorrow. Also, guys, real quick, I will have Cage Warriors out tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for the Cage Warriors video. We don't just do UFC, we do LFA, Cage Warriors, PFL, sometimes Octagon and KSW. So I will have Cage Warriors out video tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, along with all my other videos. If you guys haven't yet, subscribe, click that thumbs up, and I appreciate you. I'm out of here, and I'm out. And want to say bye to the people, Mr.
have a
Carter.
good night, everybody. It's Mr. Carter's. You already know the deal, baby.
Yep, guys, go follow real quick. Go follow Mr. Carter if you guys want to buy. If you guys like UFC autograph cards, any Funko Pops, any collectibles you guys think of,
Mr.
go follow
Carter's
Mr. Carter.
Collectibles on all platforms, guys. Mr. Carter's Collectibles, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatnot, all the good stuff.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys next time.
Have a good night, everybody.